If you ban MMJ in the city of Los Angeles, you will turn hundreds of thousands of your constituents into common criminals overnight. We need you to understand our inalienable rights as MMJ patients in the state of California. As long as dispensaries fit state guidelines, there is no such thing as a lawful closure of such collective/cooperative. Past ordinance regarding collectives do not abide by state law. Therefore, were not put into effect. You are aware of the dispensaries that are permitted to operate in the city. Closing all dispensaries will require immense manpower and resources. Let's put those resources to better use. All I can ask you is to support those in need, such as the ones that lie before you as transparent, decent individuals that medicate with them. See you soon.
Participants of Occupy Los Angeles have been fighting political disenfranchisement for 9 months, and through these 9 months, we have seen the violent hand of the state. We are now relying on this repression to alert all those with the potential to resist against it. The people will not be silenced. The people will expose your corruption. The people will win. Anthony Lozano was arrested and thrown back into custody yesterday due to an illegal targeted arrest. He was not charged or found guilty for any crime, but he is guilty until proven innocent. These are fascist tactics by the state to deter those who are most passionate about liberty, justice, and equal opportunity from further action. The violent repression only strengthens our resolve to never stop fighting for our ideas of a just world. The police state and city council have recently created political prisoners. Activists and organizers have been thrown into prison industry before our time. And as long as the prison industrial complex stands to exploit labor from those lost within the system or to silence dissent, there will be no justice in this country. Take a look at the large-scale social resistance around you, abroad, to the most powerful ruling elite, with the clout to influence our corrupt political apparatus. This year, you should be terrified of those you think have the least amount of power. Expect the most marginalized, the most disempowered, the most disenfranchised to rise up, because soon they'll have nothing else to lose but their chains. Due to the unlawful detainment of my friend Comrade Anthony, I have taken on a solidarity hunger strike until his release. This hunger strike is in solidarity with all those unlawfully detained and even those who take desperate measures for survival in this irrational capitalist system. Free the prisoners, FCP, solidarity with the marijuana activists. Yeah!
Following Heidi, Cheryl, Eichley, Natalie, Hudson, Lucy, Caruso.
Many of the city council members, the bond is not listening. Perry was not listening.
There are a lot of drugs out there. Some are very addictive, and all of them have side effects. Cannabis
Cheryl's up next.
works on so many different ailments, and it's chemical free. Nobody's hiding like that from a book. For us, medical marijuana isn't just the right choice; it's the only choice. We need your help. Please don't ban the dispensaries. And I think really calling Canada, finding out how they regulate their dispensaries would be smart. But anyway, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Cheryl, Natalie Hudson, Lucy Caruso, and Heather Meyer.
Good morning. I'm Natalie Hudson. I just want to thank everybody for all of you listening to us these past few weeks. And I just want to say that I am speaking in opposition to any ban on medical marijuana. This is definitely going to be a public safety issue. When you have 350,000 medical marijuana patients, any type of ban is going to be a public safety issue. I'm a legal studies major, and as a legal studies major, I definitely see any type of ban as a form of double jeopardy. The people already voted on this in '96, and I think we need to perfect the regulation. I think that you have people here that are passionate enough and motivated enough pass a ban. That's it. Thank you so much.
Followed by Lucy Caruso, followed by Heather Meyer, and then Vern Taylor. Yes.
Thank you. My name is Cheryl Eichley, and I live in District 4. I'm a member of Occupy Los Angeles, and today I speak for myself. For the past 4 years I've come and spoke about medical cannabis, so I do want to show support to my brothers and sisters now. But I'm actually here to talk about something far more important. I started to talk about it on Friday. I believe that the LAPD are continuing to criminalize peaceful people, whether they're medical cannabis takers or whether they're political protesters. And I was required to take First Amendment rights administered by the city attorney's office if I wanted to avoid prosecution for being arrested on City Hall on November 30th. And right now what I see is it's the city that needs the First Amendment rights class, not the occupiers. And we'd be happy to give you that class. It may be given to you in a courtroom, or it could be given to you in a much gentler way. But the city is selectively enforcing its graffiti laws in regards to chalk. Your own city parking enforcers use chalk on private property to mark the tires of vehicles that they want to monitor the time restraints that they're under. So it's wrong. We would rather you use your time and energy fighting Wall Street and the banks, which brought us out here in the first place. Chalking is not a crime. The 9th District Court of Appeals came to the decision that chalk can do no damage on the sidewalk. Therefore, it's protected First Amendment freedom of speech. There's been a UN report that was sent to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, indicating that they believe that local law enforcement and local government are violating the rights of occupiers. They have not heard back from the federal government yet, but I have a feeling that Occupy LA is building a very good case against the city right now, and I would appreciate it.
Occupy! Are you Heather?
Yes.
Come forward. Lucy, come. Be right behind her. Followed by Vern Taylor. Go ahead, Ms. Meyer.
Hello, my name is Heather Meyer, and I stand before you today because I really need you to know two things. I know exactly what's going on with the Occupies here in LA. This is blatantly political repression, and secondly, I need you to know I am not going to tolerate this. This is completely unacceptable, and it has become clear because of punitive detainment, releases without charges, that things such as lawful activities like chalking has become some form of punishment for our LAPD to perpetrate upon peaceful protesters. This truly is intolerable. And I know that I am not the only person who sees it this way, as the whole world is watching. The UN has made it perfectly clear that this is a violation of civil rights. And you really just have not seen the last of me, or I'm sure many more who will follow. And for those of you who claim ignorance, this is your notice. I want to see oversight if this is the case. However, I cannot believe that you are not already well aware of this. With the U.S. report, with this ruling in '95,